hard living this life.
No, it really is. So I just got a text from my wife. It's a text to me and her mom. She said, I'm divorcing Jaceel, Mom. A blog has accused him of cheating on me, so I'm done.
What once appeared to be a fairy tale romance between Yung Joc and Kendra Robinson has now unraveled into a nightmare. Their wedding was nothing short of a grand spectacle, captivating fans of love and hip-hop who tuned in to witness the extravagant celebration. On the surface, it seemed like the perfect new beginning, but behind the scenes, the cracks ran deeper and were far more shocking than anyone could have anticipated. Now, the unimaginable has come to pass. Yung Joc has reached his limit, and Kendra Robinson has officially walked away, putting an end to their once promising union. But what truly went wrong? What could have caused this couple to fall from a whirlwind romance into heartbreak? The answers might leave you speechless. Stay with us as we delve into the shocking truth behind the collapse of their marriage. When Yung Joc, the love and hip-hop veteran and Atlanta-based hip-hop artist, first met Kendra Robinson, their connection seemed fated. Joc, already a father of 8 children from prior relationships, was a familiar name in music and reality TV, known for his charm and laid-back personality. Kendra, however, was his complete opposite, fierce, independent, and determined to maintain her identity. Their differences made them both unique and fascinating as a couple. In 2021, they tied the knot, presenting themselves as the ultimate power duo. Their love story became a highlight of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, giving fans an up-close view of their tumultuous relationship. The chemistry between Joc and Kendra was undeniable, yet it didn't take long for cracks to surface. The first major hurdle was Joc's complicated history. With 8 children from 4 different mothers, Kendra found it challenging to embrace her new role in his already complex family dynamic. She often clashed with Joc over how to integrate into his life without losing her own sense of self. Kendra was adamant about not being defined by Joc's family situations or his public persona. But the struggles didn't end there. Rumors of Joc's infidelity continued to plague their relationship. Kendra's increasing frustration with Joc's behavior and her doubts about his loyalty were no secret, as seen on Love and Hip Hop. At one point, Joc openly admitted to past temptations and struggles, further fueling speculation about whether he could remain faithful. Kendra clung to the hope that things would change, but their very public disagreements told a different story.
Hey, that's what I'm dealing with in real life. Like, in real life, see what it says? Yep, the girl who used to work for him. So, this is what I'm really dealing with, and that's I'm gonna be as transparent as I could be, because this is what happens when you play like this. You play on people.
A fragile foundation of trust and unresolved issues defined their relationship. Yet, despite these obstacles, they made it to the altar. Their 2021 wedding was celebrated as a new chapter, but tensions simmered just below the surface. Tearful confessions and strained interactions unfolded as cameras documented their story. Joc appeared earnest in his efforts to silence his critics and build a future with Kendra. However, his actions often told a conflicting story. One issue, in particular, became the tipping point: children. Joc's firm desire to grow his family with Kendra clashed with her reservations. Despite their attempts to align their visions and move forward, the weight of the strain proved too much. What once seemed like an unbreakable love eventually came undone under the chaos. Unmet expectations, lingering uncertainties, and conflicting dreams for the future. These cracks, long present, could no longer be overlooked. Ultimately, their marriage ended in heartbreak. Building a life together meant sharing everything, including the prospect of parenthood. But when Kendra Robinson told Joc she didn't want children with him, it shook him deeply. For Joc, starting a family was more than just the next step. It was the ultimate expression of their love and commitment. In a deeply emotional moment, he shared his dream of building something meaningful with her, not just having another child, but creating a legacy that reflected their bond. Kendra's rejection of this dream was a painful blow. Joc felt hurt and frustrated, interpreting her decision as a refusal to build a shared future. Yet, Kendra had her reasons she felt were valid and important. Her career was her top priority. Kendra had spent years cultivating her professional life and wasn't ready to sacrifice everything for motherhood. She assured Joc that she wasn't entirely opposed to having children. Instead, she proposed freezing her eggs to preserve the option of starting a family later, when she felt ready. To Kendra, this wasn't a rejection of their future, but a way to protect her choices and maintain control of her timeline. What neither anticipated was the emotional fallout that followed. Joc viewed Kendra's proposal as a sign she wasn't fully invested in their marriage, interpreting it as a precursor to life without him. To him, freezing her eggs felt like a betrayal, a way of keeping her options open at his expense. His frustration grew into resentment, and seeds of doubt about their future began to take root. To Kendra, Joc's persistent push for children felt unjust. She wasn't prepared to compromise her identity or career for anyone, not even him. Her hesitation wasn't a rejection of Joc himself, but a refusal to bow to societal pressures that urged her to set aside her aspirations for the sake of starting a family. What began as a disagreement over children quickly evolved into a far deeper conflict. A stark absence of trust and an uncertain vision for their future loomed over them. When Kendra reaffirmed her stance, the tension escalated dramatically. Joc interpreted her decision as the ultimate betrayal. What had initially been a debate about parenthood had now turned into a ticking time bomb that neither of them could neutralize. Their love, once brimming with potential, now stood fractured, overshadowed by unmet expectations and irreconcilable differences. As the marital strain between Joc and Kendra Robinson worsened, Joc started pulling away from the relentless conflicts about having children and Kendra's firm choice to freeze her eggs. To Joc, her decision felt like a rejection, like he was being sidelined in her plans for the future. Their relationship, meant to be a joint effort in building a life together, was derailed by Kendra's independence and determination to maintain control over her own path. This clashed with Joc's vision of what their shared future should be. Joc didn't hold back his feelings. He believed Kendra's desire to freeze her eggs wasn't merely about timing. It was a quiet rejection of him and the life they were supposed to create together. Allegedly, he even told her, "I'm going to do what I want to." This wasn't just about parenthood anymore. It became a symbol of Kendra's unwillingness to compromise her career and personal plans, creating an emotional wall between them. Joc claimed he had made sacrifices to protect Kendra and to make their relationship work, but the tense and painful conversations that followed only widened the gap between them. Those close to the couple revealed that their arguments grew more frequent and intense. Kendra's resolve to maintain autonomy over her life, coupled with her refusal to conform to Joc's expectations, only deepened the divide. Joc perceived Kendra's choices as a rejection of him and a sign that their paths no longer aligned. At the same time, Kendra felt misunderstood and alone in her decisions. The breaking point came when Joc concluded that he could no longer stay in a marriage where his needs and dreams went unmet. Then came the unthinkable. After weathering so many highs and lows, Joc ended things for good. Reports suggest that Joc, overwhelmed by what he saw as a fundamental flaw in their relationship, demanded that Kendra leave. He refused to settle for a future that didn't align with his vision, even after everything they had endured. To many, Kendra's decision symbolizes a modern, independent mindset, one that challenges traditional expectations placed on women. A fan tweeted, "Kendra freezing her eggs? She's safeguarding her future." Another echoed the sentiment, writing, "Women shouldn't feel pressured into motherhood if they're not ready. Being a baby mama doesn't define a woman's worth." The discussion surrounding love and loyalty isn't simple, and the breakup between Joc and Kendra has ignited a passionate debate, splitting fans across the globe. Both sides have valid points, but the split remains undeniably heartbreaking, especially given the deep love they clearly had for one another. However, sometimes love alone isn't enough to bridge the divide when fundamental differences are at play. As one Instagram user aptly said, they obviously loved each other, but sometimes love just isn't enough. Their story resonates with many couples who understand the importance of aligning values and life goals before taking the plunge into marriage. Relationships require much more than just love. They demand time, profound understanding, compromise, and a mutual vision for the future. Without these essential elements, even the strongest of connections can crumble under pressure. In the end, self-awareness plays a crucial role. Both Kendra and Joc made choices rooted in their own priorities. Kendra stayed true to her independence and career ambitions, while Joc faced the reality that his longing for children couldn't be overlooked. Their journey serves as a sobering reminder that sometimes, even when love is profound, letting go is the only viable option. This raises the question, is love enough to sustain a relationship, or are shared goals and aspirations the true foundation? What happens when those puzzle pieces just don't align? What are your thoughts on Joc and Kendra's breakup? Was Joc's decision to walk away the right one, or could they have found a way to make it work? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates on this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.